Hello and welcome back to Season 2 of the Namma Bengaluru League. This match is between Bafa and Majaz FC.
The playing 11 for Majaz FC. Playing the 4-3-3 formation. Fantastic formation. We have a base here who's been tremendous throughout this league. Now go to the playing 11 of Bafa. In the commentary box is Unmolded along with Josh here. It will be exciting to see who goes home victorious. Bafa is coming out from a series of losses.
It'll be interesting to see if Bafa can actually get a point right here in this match. It's something that they've wanted for a very long time, and it's definitely something to look forward to. As for Majaz, they want to solidify and secure their position on the leaderboard. And hopefully advance as well. In order to keep up their position. Also with the 4-3-3 formation. Beautiful formation right there. And we're off. Joss. Starting up strong in possession of the ball. But that's it. Nice and help from Bafa.
I think that is going forward. Bafa, they have a tremendous goalkeeper. Ashwin has been fabulous throughout. In fact, he's one of the top sailors here at the Golden Flower. But that's something that we look forward to. Do you think Ashwin, now that he's acting in the games, if there will be any difference for the Bafa.
I think what Bafa has, along with their goalkeeping advantage, is of course the sense that they have a chance. They have a chance to really score and a chance to really win this game. In fact, because when you're at the bottom of the leaderboard, there's a lot of psychological pressures on them. There's also that sense of real hope and real, advantage that they can gain from this game.
Absolutely.
After all, if you're at the bottom, there's only one place to go, and that's up.
The kind of talk and motivation. That's very well said.
Going for Bafa. We've talked about Bafa, but we want to also talk about Majaz. And what do you think Majaz's strategy is going to be for this game?
They will look to really get into the playoffs. That's something they will be doing. Right now, they are in the 7th position here in the leaderboard. So that's something they will look to go. They're not from. They'll definitely be taking this match seriously, considering that this win will put them way ahead. So it's definitely a win that will not be taking this match very much because they need to. And we're there in the penalty box. Out it goes.
Speaking of seriously, that was a real close shave. Early part of these games is very perilous. But Spurs has that real advantage. They have that real edge over the other time on the side, and that can really translate into the entire game. Going for Bafa.
Phones around, we'll block it.
5 minutes in, it's a clean, crisp day. The blood is pumping. There's a lot of action, a lot of excitement going on. Even though it's just the first half, it's really starting off strong here by both teams.
I mean, that's definitely a good start for Bafa, considering that they almost in the early minutes of the game, they're taking the ball to the other side with the defensive lineup of team here, and it's such a good start to Bafa. That's definitely a confidence for them.
Absolutely. They really want to maintain that possession. They really want to push Majaz on the defensive as much as possible in this first half.
Absolutely. This is such a good start. We're hoping that things will be different.
Goal kick for Bafa. Runs just through the net. Majaz possession. I see headed over there. Gotta be careful in these kind of games. You want to butt heads. You want to butt heads with the ball. Majaz, back to the goalkeeper.
Wonderful long pass here, but easily taken here by Majaz of Bafa.
Layers down. Back up on his feet though. Struggled there for the ball in the defensive area. Or left here. Bafa looking to advance. I think about repass to defense.
In fact, that is where they've been unable to really crack into the defensive lineup for Majaz. But it's really tremendous. With such progress in the early weeks of the game, they go a long way. Right?
Majaz in position now.
Can they get it to the other side? Very well passed.
Good attempt so far. It's a beautiful footwork right there. And the defense carries it back. Well defended by Bafa. And should have played off that right there.
Teams that are really go down for the position on the ball. Not giving one single option, using every single thing that they shows that both really want to go on victorious. Bafa have tried to play for, but not won a single match. They would like to change it. Majaz here on that side will take them a long way in the tournament.
Because it's still quite early, not even 10 minutes in, and this is anyone's game. It could really go either way at this point. Both teams are pretty in all their own, and they're really showing exactly what they have to offer. Still by the defense.
The team is here. It is usually here at the HL grounds. It's something that both teams will have to play through. Short passes, that is something we're going to have
It's a season for it. It is monsoon. It is raining a little bit, but hopefully soon there'll be rain goals. Good Bafa. Well saved by the goalkeeper right there. Just not letting anything go past him.
Absolutely, a wonderful by Majaz. That was a big character of the team.
Free kick for Majaz. Tackled. I see the speed by Bafa. Really going on the grand scale by Bafa. They're looking to fight. He has no say there. Of course, it's ruled offside.
That offside directly is absolutely gosh. We would like to avoid these mistakes. Come so far, and this is something that I've really not seen them play in the early games. They will like to really keep that momentum, not really giving to any of those offsides. It's proven costly to a lot of teams, and we've seen that.
There's a real aggression that you see from Bafa here tonight. And hopefully they can translate that into goals, but also the momentum throughout the entire game. Not just in the first half, but also in the second half as well. Because that's very important. You have to carry forward that momentum, have that stamina to outpace the other team. You have to carry forward that momentum, have that stamina to outpace the other team. Bit of a tussle there. The defensive box. Bit of a tussle there. The defensive box. Over to Majaz. Looking to enhance. Over to Majaz. Looking to enhance. Looking to find a way to break that wall. Looking to find a way to break that wall.
They are battling without in that 18-yard box. So wonderful slide here, Bafa, really giving it their all. That's wonderful, but that gives him the a corner kick for Majaz. A cool kick.
Speed of Majaz, advancing forward. Speed of Majaz, advancing forward. Moving too far. Moving too far. Out of boundary. Out of boundary.
Wonderful opportunity here for Bafa. Can they get it past into that box?
The whistle is called. This could be a foul.
This could be a game changer here for Bafa.
Presenting that side to the referee right here. Making the case either for yellow card, penalty. This could be exactly what Bafa has been looking for. 15 minutes in. Yes, that penalty has been awarded. Tension is so thick you could cut through with a knife. This is the moment that Bafa has to score.
Can they do it?
Great batting, beautifully shot. He knew exactly where he wanted to land.
Wonderful, wonderful. At the early months of the game, used that opportunity very well. This could be what they needed.
Indeed, Anmol, as you were saying, this is the game changer. First half, Bafa with 1 point. Namma will score. Majaz, not thus far. Majaz has to equalize.
You know, they are really strong. In fact, they were one of the top contenders in the previous season. And now they can just come back and turn the tables around. Bafa will have to really uphold a strong defensive lineup. That's what they will have to do.
Of course, you can always take the defense and turn to offense. And if Bafa scores another goal, that is quite formidable. That is quite the pressure on Majaz. Kick from Majaz. Goes right up in the air, into the defensive box. Majaz looking for that opportunity to equalize as soon as possible. Best case scenario for Majaz is not still tied. Perhaps even have 2 goals. Bafa's one. Bafa, best chance, best opportunities, that security will amp up that pressure on Majaz. Majaz to the ball, goes up in the air. Goal kick, beautifully served. Free kick from Majaz. We're going to see where they can serve it. Send it across. Powerful serve across in the air. Into that defensive line. Just out of bounds. Really well defended there by Bafa. Bafa's always good in defense. Both strong right here. Of course, I believe a corner kick will be awarded here.
This could be what Majaz really needed. At 20 minutes of the game, can they really make the most of this? Wonderfully done here, but it goes that looking at box. Very well blocked here by Bafa. Looking forward again by them. Intercepted by Majaz. Majaz in position.
Back in the defense right there. Goes up in the air. Majaz with a lot of possession, but at the end of the day, it's goals that matter. Bafa has won. Majaz is not.
Bafa in possession of the ball.
Teed off by the defense. Bafa's line was strong. Beyond. Majaz. That fine that will pass Bafa's defense. Rule offside.
Another mistake here by Majaz. But if you look at that, Josh,
there was a long sprint right there. There was a dash towards the goal, A lot of energy, a lot of anticipation. Just need to find that goal.
Absolutely, and the teamwork that we saw, passing the ball and slowly taking it ahead into that defensive lineup, that was just tremendous. They made it look so easy.
Yeah.
That.
It's one thing to look at it from this vantage point, so you to be there, right there in the field, and to find that coordination, find that anticipation, find that teamwork. So we go with that crucial goal. Bafa, really the tipping point of this first half as far.
They used that opportunity very well, though. At the right time.
Absolutely. So these are priceless moments. You have to turn them into advantages.
Tackled here by Majaz. Called here by the referee. Good one.
So now the momentum is firmly on Bafa's side. Majaz looking to recapitalize that advantage, equalize it back, get another goal on that score. So the score stands 1-1, perhaps even 2-1. Although, of course, the seconds tick by and it looks very hard to do so. But here's an advantage, an opportunity for them to do so. And they capitalize. Not quite. Big goal kick.
Good long pass here. Side. These mistakes are proving to be very costly, especially when you get the ball to the other side.
Definitely more costly for Majaz though, with necessarily Bafa, because Bafa has one goal, Majaz none thus far. Majaz really has to find that advantage. They haven't won it yet. 24 minutes in. What I really like to see from Bafa, I really like to see from any team, in fact, is that they're not just stalling. They have 1 point on the score right here, but they are still pressing that advantage. They're still being aggressive. They're still being forward, and they're definitely not letting Majaz loose.
Absolutely, they are not partner. They are going full on attack. That is something that shows their hunger to get a comfortable win. And that is what they are looking to do.
Maintaining it a little bit. Bang though. To be in there. Well defended. Throw in for Bafa.
In position, can he get it into? Can he make that answer ball? A wonderful attempt by the team. They will just have to settle down. Wonderfully done by the attacking corner here.
Definitely Baba's goal, because it was a close shave right there. Definitely for Majaz. They're definitely sweating. A lot of pressure on them right here. We're talking about Bafa's advantage, so they have that goal, but also on the aggressive here. And they're not letting up. They are playing to win. Okay. Looking right there. Nice. Sprinting. Waiting for the referee's announcement.
What a
It's
goal.
a goal. It is a goal. Beautiful equalizer right there by Majaz. It's exactly what they needed.
Absolutely. That's something that the boys of Bafa will regret. Especially Ashwin. That just went between his leg.
But in many ways, you can't really help it because there was such a sprint over there. He had to really find the defensive penetration over there. The ball was not there, unfortunately, for Bafa. The Jazz had the advantage and they took it. They served it up with relish.
They have managed to turn the tables. Wonderfully done here by guys. That just within the first half of the game.
If there was any pressure on Majaz at the very beginning of this game, it has vanished in the puff of smoke. Majaz now has equalized. Score stands at Bafa 1, Majaz 1. Very much so. Bafa in possession. And match. And the fan. Music was up. It's a penalty awarded. Should be it's a penalty. Foul there.
What an opportunity that again, they will look to make the most of this. There. Sorry, penalty, but definitely have people to stop. That will take a well get here at number 10.
Has it. Yellow card is thrown up. What to Majaz? That's not what they wanted. Especially after they just equalized. All eyes.
We're done.
So Bafa screwed very on it, but Majaz equalized at the tail end of this first half. Deep awarded the card from Majaz FC. Majaz looking to score again. Well defended. Well played by Bafa right there. Love to see it. We have to deny Majaz any advantages going into the second half of this game. Throw it. And the whistle goes off. The halftime score stands at Bafa 1, Majaz 1. And we normally talk about how the strategy has unfolded here. Do you really think it was Majaz who held the advantage in the first half, or was it Bafa? Who's going into the second half with more confidence, do you think?
Both teams definitely have a good amount of confidence. In fact, Bafa is this good start if you look at it throughout the league. Compared to this, they've done tremendous. And Majaz, though, definitely gave they did give a really good reply as to why they are one of the revered teams with that goal at the end of the first half. So I would say both teams are really in a good position, especially. So we never know what will happen in the second half. Bafa won, Majaz won, and the stats here really say it all. Look at the stats, both teams had really good control. Majaz had one shot on the target and one shot off the target.
But if you look at Bafa had 4 shots off target, 4 attempts at the goal, and that really says it all because Bafa is the underdog of this league, and they have definitely come forward in a really big way in this game.
Yes, absolutely. Especially this match has been a tremendous start to the game, and they would look to really game and continue that momentum. Majaz really pulling some tricks, and that would mean very positive for Bafa. So they will look.
Hello and welcome to the second half of this anticipated match. Score stands at Bafa 1, Majaz 1. Score's fully tied right here. Both teams are looking to score that wanted second goal. Stand right there.
Such a good start to the second half here. Such a good start to the second half here. Wonderful. Wonderful. Jazz in a possession. Good long pass. Will it convert? Very well intercepted here by Bafa. Bafa in control, trying to get past the defensive lineup. Wonderful slide here. Tremendous game. Jazz.
Strong defensive position by Majaz right here.
Very well intersected by Majaz. Majaz in position. Good call here by the ref.
And it's made by the defense. NBA corner.
A good opportunity here for Majaz. Can they make the most of this? Very well cleared here by Bafa. The rain is definitely stopped here.
Subsided quite a bit, yeah. That could definitely come into play.
That is a yellow card here for Bafa.
Definitely making the most of these little moments right here. Well lost. Jaws looking to advance. Going to find the position, firm footing.
Wonderful tackle here by Bafa.
You have to appreciate the talent that is on display right here. Well rolled, small or strong, doesn't matter. Difference is not there because all teams and all players are getting it all.
See how quick and fast Majaz is on the feet. Wasting no time in getting control of that ball. And trying to tackle. Wonderful tackle here again by Majaz. Again tackled by Bafa. Majaz again in possession. An opportunity there. Ashwin here wonderfully saved.
Beautifully right there.
And that is the exact reason why he's one of the top leader positions here at the Golden Glove. An opportunity there. Jeffrey thought he had saved it. He came back again. They are disappointed. Bafa is very disappointed here.
They were the underdogs, but Majaz has definitely showed that they have what it takes to come forward and win this match.
Such a turn of events. We were just speaking about how they saved the goal, and now they made that opportunity and put it into that box. Wonderfully done here by Majaz. Gives them that put it in that they require.
Win. Majaz. Well tackled by Majaz right there. Calling for attention. Medical aid. Bit of a lull in the game thus far. Looking to make sure the player's all right. He gets up back on his feet, the conquering hero. The show must go on. He's wide, over to Majaz. Going for Bafa.
Behind. I got it.
Well passed.
You know what a turn of events this has been. We saw in the initial first half how Bafa really took the lead, and now Majaz with another opportunity. Can they do it? Out it goes. Now in the second half, slowly actually, steadily. In the first half, we saw how Majaz really took control, and now in the second half, they've scored that another goal, completely taking possession of the ball. In fact, really giving Bafa no opportunity at all. Such good momentum they have continued with, slowly but steadily progress towards being the leader here, taking a possession of the ball.
Yeah, so this very moment all of us are passengers. We're watching the vehicle drive down the road, and right now Majaz is firmly in the driver's seat.
No. Call you back.
Throw in from Bafa. Bafa carrying it forward. Looking to equalize. Very close. Close for Rasida.
What an opportunity that was for them. Unfortunately, nobody on the attacking side to really take that assist forward. This is in fact the mistake that they have done previously, Bafa, in their previous games, which is proven to be very costly. So far, they're very good on the attacking side. Again, an opportunity here. Can they do it? He's outnumbered by the defenders there. Wonderfully cleared here by Majaz. Wonderfully done. In fact, that was given. He was really outnumbered by them. Bafa going for that long throw in. And again, out it goes. This is a good opportunity here for Bafa with a corner. Can they utilize this to the maximum? Very flat one here, taken here by Majaz. Intercepted again. That is something that they will really regret.
Forward for Bafa. Let's go with the goal scorer from going over the goal scorer from Majaz FC, Rahul Kulum, with that very well timed, a very well placed goal. Could be the crucial turning point of this match. Over to Majaz, making another stab at the goal. Well, moving forward. It goes into a net behind the other goal. So that's not quite a goal, unfortunately, for that. Still a running effort in Majaz. Try and make it insurmountable for Bafa to come back next match. Essentially, if Majaz wins the game, that is pretty much it for Bafa. They had a really commanding performance in the first half. What do you say, Anna? Bafa with that first goal scored. What a beauty of a goal it was. Penalty shot.
Absolutely.
Took that advantage. They capitalized on it.
Absolutely, but they will really have to turn the tables here again and get position, because they have to really tell them that that was not luck for them, and they can repeat it again. They can really come back stronger, and that is what they will be looking at, trying to tell them that they are a team that have skill in possession and not really rely on just luck. And that is what they'll be really looking to tell them through that another goal. And such mistakes.
These mistakes are very costly. You can't afford to make them at the stage of the game. Very costly. You can't afford to make them. Now attempt by Majaz. Surging forward.
Now,
Feed off by the defense of Bafa.
Now, when you do look at the pitch here, you can see almost the entire defensive lineup towards the side of Bafa. That is the change in the game that we've seen in the second half.
Yeah, you've seen all the momentum shift towards Majaz's side. They've made so many offensive attempts after goal. Bafa has not been able to quite crack Majaz's defense.
Yeah.
1 or 2 attempts at most. Majaz, however, with that dominant, commanding possession. Win. This could be it. This could be a very crucial moment for Majaz. Who can capitalize? It was too wide. Had the advantage right there. Unfortunately, they couldn't quite turn into a corner.
Looks like Bafa will be going for a long kick. Can they turn this? Aerial goal. We've seen how these long passes previously did not really come in handy, and that's what it's happened. Too hasty in making them. Majaz in position, going for the attack. Very well passed here. A good call here by the ref.
And unfortunately for Bafa, it was a bad call for them. They can't afford to foul at this stage.
This, in fact, seems like a repeat of the first, goal. Only it is not in the 2-yard box.
Majaz, they can afford to be a little bit greedy. They can afford to score a game. Bafa, they have to equalize.
That's some argument going there with the referee. Some argument that we saw. He was really trying to convince them, but taken by Majaz and out it goes. Very badly done. In a haste.
At the stage, Majaz, even if they make a few mistakes, it's perfectly fine for them to do so. Bafa, on the other hand, cannot just slip up even once. They're really under pressure here. A lot is staked on this game. And the yellow card was awarded to Ankit from Bafa.
With less than 8 minutes to the game, can Bafa really turn the tables down? I mean, turn the tables because they have need to minimum score that one goal. And if they can do the impossible,
With one goal, right? That one goal, it really takes a lot of pressure off their chest. They can kind of move forward. They can say, okay, we tied now, right now. We can score another goal after that.
Absolutely, but by the looks of it, Majaz is absolutely.
Nice defense right there. One small saving grace for Bafa thus far is that the defense has been quite formidable. Grace for Bafa thus far is that the defense has been quite formidable. The Schofield been they managed to hold onto their dignity in this game. Their dignity in this game. I'll even go so far as to say that Bafa has definitely given Majaz a run for that money, especially in the first half. Go so far as to say that Bafa has definitely given Majaz a run for that money, especially in the first half. Go in. Sorry. Brilliant. Stage.
Yes, especially such repeated mistakes. In fact, you can see the angst amongst the players. Just see the aggression that Bafa players are really showing off. Mistakes are coming from very costly with only 6 minutes left to the game.
Things that the last few minutes of the game is where anything can change, and this could be it. This could have been it. Bafa certainly giving a valiant effort. Okay. Anticipated by Majaz. They're sprinting forward. Isn't enough. Why? The defense is a little too strong for them. As I said, the salvaging grace for Bafa thus far has been their defense. It's been formidable, especially the goalkeeper. As we begin to wind down this game, Amol, I'd like to ask you, what is your favorite moment, your favorite highlight of this game?
Definitely say Bafa, have been tremendous in the first half. That's something that really impressed, I'm sure. And players, viewers watching here. And if only they could really replicate the same thing and probably go in the show itself.